Hello and welcome back to the channel, Cali Legends Media. If this is your first time tapping in, hit that subscribe button down below. Set that notification bell on all so you'll be notified whenever we drop a new video or whenever we go live. Also, don't forget to hit that like button. It's a good way to support the channel, and it doesn't cost anything, but it's very valuable to us content creators. Okay, so this video is about a situation that happened to Chill from 16 to Life. I was just sitting here watching some videos, and it came across my feed that he got into a confrontation at a gas station. Okay, and I know what's that's like, because I'm always getting into confrontations with people everywhere, man. People talk a lot of masa. They talk a lot of shit. And at times, I'm forced to respond. Well, Chill was in this argument, and what ends up happening is, there's a lot of back and forth going on between him and this white dude, right? And they came very close to blows. But in the end, the white dude that he was arguing with drove off and left him by calling him the N-word. You know what I mean? I don't know how it was used in the sentence. It doesn't matter. Everybody knows that that's a way to disrespect the blacks, I hate that word. No, I despise that word. And even like some people say, oh, well, it's different with the A, with a hard ER, it's different, and with the no, I don't like neither one of them. And I think it comes from the white man, the way they treat the brothers during slavery, and that's their way of talking shit to them. So I've always been against it. I was raised that way. I was taught that, and I just can't let that go. I don't like that word. Well, Chill, being a black man, they're affected differently. That's like calling a Mexican, I don't know what, a taco bender, some dumb shit like that. A beaner. Although I'll probably just laugh and probably hit him over the head with a fucking bat. Anyways, Chill chose to handle the situation differently. He came very close to getting into blows with this dude. Nevertheless, this white guy decided that he'd leave Chill with a few thoughts, and that was what he repeated himself twice. And Chill managed to hold his mud and keep his head on his shoulders and stay on track, doing what he wants to do. Now, Chill's a good rapper. I like the way he raps. I like his lyrics. They're heavy. You guys got to hear even the intros to his videos. That's him rapping on those intros. And if you listen to the words, you could just picture everything in your mind. You don't need to see a video. He's very he's just good. Dude's good at what he does. I don't know as far as the entire rap scene where he stands, but in my opinion, yeah, I think he's all right. And he does that, and he makes money doing it. He's got other things going on in his life. He has his child. I believe he mentioned having a child, and he's free. The dude did over 20 years in prison, and he knows what it's like in there. And he decided that somebody using few derogatory words or terms to attack him wasn't worth him stepping himself into a situation where someone may lose their life, maybe not, maybe just get beat the fuck up really bad. Doesn't matter. Either way, you know, there's charges, there's prison time, you know, especially with an ex-convict, especially if he has violence in his record. You know, we get treated with the highest sentences. Now, Chill's pretty level-headed when you hear him do his videos and stuff, but still, it must have been very difficult for him to just hold his mud, and he defended himself. He got off the car, he approached the dude and was like, "Well, what's up?" He even got into a stance at some point and was like telling him, like, "What's up?" He's no punk, but he wasn't gonna let this man, spitting a few words, in cowardice fashion while he's driving off, get him into a chase and a big old situation where police would be called, and who knows how big it would have got. Helicopter, high-speed pursuit, the whole shit. We don't know. But my point is, it's a skill. I call it a skill that we all need to develop, especially like people like myself that lets things get under their skin, when people are talking shit, and it could vary. That's why I say a lot of times we could fuck our freedom off in 2 minutes of anger. And everybody at some point will be put in that situation, even if it's at a market, at fucking Walmart, at Ralph's Market. You might run into some jackass that's having a bad day and gets rude and disrespectful with you to the point where, like, you want to, backhand them, and if you really think about it, all the cameras in the store, everything's going to be caught on camera without no vocalization, and could be interpreted any which way. A DA gets a hold of something, it's going to be interpreted in a way against you, so for him to get a conviction, at the end of that trial. So being able to have self-control and stay in your lane is it's a very hard skill to master. I'll tell you, I'm still working on it, and I have trouble with it all the time. And a lot of time I have homeboys around me that have cooler heads and talk to me and tell me, "Hey, Lucky, just shine him on. He's a J-Cat," or "Shine him on. He's high," or you know what I mean? Whatever the case, and kind of makes me think twice about somebody that might be going by and be doing something stupid that I think is disrespectful to us, because you don't want people acting the fool, especially if you're in your neighborhood with your friends, or anywhere, at the park with your family, or at a supermarket. So hey man, my props to Chill for handling his business the way he did, and not letting that escalate into a situation that might take away his freedom, his family, his job, his opportunity to do music, and all the good things we got going out here, So this is my video for today, people. I hope this helps somebody, and I just want to say God bless you, God bless your families. Stay free, people. Man, take care of your freedom like it's the most valuable thing in the world, because it is. It really is. And we could lose it so easily. Okay? So God bless you, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. I hope to see you on the next video.